Hey, Ron showed up. Ron did get here. Right when I hit the live button, Ron got here.
Yeah.
Nick of time.
Hey, Ron,
you got a superhero. Hello, Chris.
You got a little sleep right there in the corner of your eye.
It was sarcasm. Wait a minute. Let's see if this works. Wait a minute. I gotta mute my other.
StreamYards looked a little different when I was logging in tonight.
They've done a lot of updates. Let me go ahead and because I love the way this came out, and I literally I was like yesterday sitting around. I was like, man, I gotta put together a trailer, and I'm getting desperate anymore. Wait a minute, let me do that first before I play it. Let's roll all the way back up here to the top. Andrew was here. Drone Shots, Jody, X-Wing, glad to see you. Andrew Silverfox, Steven Drones. Wait a minute, are you yelling for me? Are you yelling for me? Oh, so okay.
Good news.
Well, nothing got burnt down.
Oh, okay.
So I guess good news. Yeah.
Okay.
So Stephen Drones. I know we were talking about Christine McVie earlier. Ken from Place It. She passed away today.
Really?
Place It Here. Ken is in the house. I think Andrew Silverfox I mentioned. Leonard Oglesby. Keep rolling. AZ Drone Dude. Dave, good to see you. Max Air 420. Good to see you, sir. Uncle Bill's Toys. Time to Fly. Al, good to see Al in the house. Glad to have seen it in a while. 6170. Like you said, this may be fun. And my reply was, well, at least going to be strange. Because we've done something like this before, kind of. X-Wing, what's going on? Akira Show, glad to have you. Eric Warren, good to see you good in the house. Michael's Drones and RCs, glad to have you here, sir. I think I've mentioned everybody. Wait a minute. Northside Hawk Dom in the house. Wayne B, good to see you. I want to make sure everybody has William. Hello, William. Wait a minute. Let me go back up here to William and add moderator.
So, Catskill Brad.
Everywhere. Brad, Austin, William I will keep rolling. 107 Drones, good to see you. Mike, good to see you. Night Train FPV, Catskills Brad, good to see you, sir. Flying Flynn Media, Bud Bieber. My significant other really doesn't care. You're a lucky person. Because let me put it if we'll get into that subject in a minute. Like I said, we were talking about Christine McVie passing away. That was kind of sad and everything. And I want to see if this works. We'll do it this way on the side. Yeah. And that's a Santa Claus song off of Epidemic Sound. I think it's called Santa Claus Rush. Took like 3 different packs off of Filmora and mashed them together to come up with this. That's a Filmora video clip.
I noticed that Filmora has an iPhone app also.
Oh, I didn't know that. It's that weird glitch there. I need a way of masking that out over there. See how you can see that block at the top of the see it's chopped in there. I've tried masking it out, tried literally cutting it out by hand, and it just doesn't seem to work. So
I'm gonna go.
Eventually, I will figure it out. I know I will.
We'll get one of our Filmora gurus in here some night.
Charles Galuski has just arrived. I don't know why I'm speaking with this accent. It just came out all of the once.
Rocky Bullwinkle have entered the room.
God bless America. Glad to have you here. I don't know stop. I don't know where the hell that came from. Some kind of good news, maybe, sort of. We got Sparky an MRI appointment. He's still having issues. He still cries when we pick him up and stuff. His normal vet, which happens to be Banfield, which is like, excuse me, anybody's ever, because we bought the Banfield deal, we thought it was a good thing. Well, it's random vets at Banfield, so there's like 6 or 8 different vets that rotate through. So your dog might not get the same vet each time, but the records are all kept in one place, thank God. So anyway, this new guy he seems to be, hello, Susan. He seems to be going back to, okay, yes, thank you, Bud. You have a great evening too, sir. So anyway, long story short, he's got to go to a neurologist first, and then he'll get the MRI the next day, which I haven't told my wife yet. So anyway, it's going to be that's what sucks about we need to find some dog insurance, I guess. It's $208 just to see the neurologist, and then another charge on top of that for the MRI, which could be maybe $600 to $1,000. So
Wow.
Yeah. So anyway, let me go ahead and pop him out. Boom. So anyway, gentlemen, we got Chris in the house right now. We got Ron here. We got me, the strange person up here in the corner. I do know that I think Caleb is supposed to join us here in a little bit. And I do believe Angel said he was putting down some rock salt.
Angel's in the way. Yep, he's got to get rock salt down. Did you get a little snow and ice, Bill?
Actually, yes. We got about 7 inches up a my ways.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I'm going to speak for Chris here. You can keep it up your way, Bill, right?
Hang on.
Roger that.
Here's that. We're sending it y'all's way right now. Sending it from the Pacific Northwest. Let's see. Here you go.
It looks like a white Christmas over there, Bill.
Well, yeah, but it's a little early. I don't know if hopefully it won't stay cold and it stays that way until Christmas.
It's pretty where you're at.
Yes, very scenic. Bill used to start making postcards and selling them.
That was last night. And we had this hellacious gale storm. And you got up this morning and everything was blown off the trees.
Oh, no.
So it didn't look like that at all. I just happened to get out when it was coming down. It was really, really wet.
Yep. Got to get the shot when you can.
Well, I was hoping the 2 younger gentlemen that had significant others and about how going about things, but you spent your 1760. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. See, I have anywhere, we say anywhere from 1,600 to 2,000 is my birthday gift, my Christmas gift, right? Okay. But I literally cannot think of anything. But throughout the year, I want to bring this up, and this is kind of the scale because Caleb brought this up. I know we've done this kind of show before, but I wanted to bring it up again because I know there's a lot of strange shit that people do. Hey, John, what's in the house? John's in the house. This here, John. Yeah. If you all like gaming and stuff like that, get over and check out John's channel. He's actually got a little drone. He's got a little drone. Oh, shit. I don't know where I threw it. I usually have it laying around. Okay, there's the controller. He has a little drone like this, right? And he's just starting to fly in his house at home. So I picked this up on the deals on Vipon. Anybody ever go to Vipon.com?
Yeah, I haven't looked. I haven't been over there for years.
Well, they make you go to you go to the main site and it says you have to go to my Vipon. So it's myvipon.com. They don't really have any super deals. There's a lot of junky toys around, say $40 to $50. We'll look at it here in a little bit, but not Zip-On. Vipon.
Just reviewed a drone. It looked like that, but it
looks like a frog. Look at Tammy G. Said, wait a minute. Yeah, Tammy G said look like a little frog. It does look like a little frog.
Yeah.
I think that's John. Didn't I send you the blue one? I sent you the blue one. Do you have the? Oh yeah. You wait. You just wait. That's how it starts. It starts out small, and there's this guy on the corner. He's got this big raincoat. He opens it up. He says, "See, look, this little drone. I'll give you this drone. Only $65. Every Christmas he shows up and he's got a booth in the mall, and he says, "Hey, you little boy, come here. You ever had one of these?" And that's it. It's over after that. It's over. And then you start taking pictures. I even found pictures from my very first drone, video from my very first drone, buried deep in one of my hard drives. But again, I'm getting off subject.
So you start out with one little green drone like that, and then before you know it, you got a Mavic 3 in the closet.
And a Skydio 2, and a Mavic Air 2S, and a Mini 3 Pro, and a Mavic 3.
And you need them all, right? You need them all, Bill.
Yeah, that's like I said, I was so into this. Yeah, I don't have my. Yeah, I still do have my first FPV drone. I do still have my FPV drone. It ran on, what was it, Spectrum. I don't know. Maybe this is what's doing it to me. I found a new energy drink. Could be. I don't know. It's not a paid advertisement. It's me.
Oh, so we're not sponsored by Red Bull anymore, huh, Bill?
No. This is called Alani Nu, and this is a really good flavor. It's called Cosmic Stardust.
Well, hopefully they start sponsoring us.
Cosmic Stardust, isn't that like alien piss or something like that?
Yeah,
Well.
it is, but it's usually from their bovine stock. Anyway, okay, let's get back over here. Tammy Gino's mentioned was already in the house too. Okay, so around here, when a new DJI drone comes out, if it's not around my birthday or it's not at Christmas time,
right?
And I'm talking to her, this lady over here, this lady, you.
Off camera.
The lady that gives me permission to buy drones, who never gets on camera and says anything because they go, Bill, is your wife really evil? And I'm like, no, she's super sweet. She just doesn't. No, I did not ever. Come here.
Her voice is made on camera.
Come here. Oh, that's what he said. Your voice is on camera a lot.
Well, I didn't say a lot. I said
everybody wants to say hi.
Hi. You're a star now.
So anyway, so
our ratings just went up, Bill.
Yeah, we actually gained 5 viewers. I noticed the second she stuck her head in.
Yeah.
Okay, they all left just now. Anyway, so around here, I usually, and she knows, this was so funny. I'm just curious if this happens in everybody else's house. This is the way it works in my house. So usually around like Valentine's Day and stuff like that, she'll be like, okay, what do you want for Valentine's Day? And she's like, okay, well, I want to get a manicure and a pedicure, or I want to get, a new necklace or some new earrings. I'm like, cool. And she'll be like, well, what do you want? I'm like, well, I can't really think of anything, but approximately how much do you want me to spend on you? So I'm like, writing it down on my arm, spent on date on her. Okay. And then I'll say, okay, I'm not going to buy anything for me. I'll carry that over.
You're banking it, huh?
There you go. I'm banking that holiday gift. I'm banking it, but it doesn't accrue interest. I do realize this. It does not accrue interest. No. It's sometimes, I have found out, depreciated over time.
Well, there's depreciation. Yeah,
but
sometimes there's depreciation.
It's always in the memory bank.
Yeah, it is. But in mine, I've noticed it's in my memory bank.
Yeah.
But the longer it is, like when I'm saying, okay, my birthday's coming up. Remember when I didn't get anything for Valentine's Day and our anniversary? I didn't, I was like, I couldn't think of anything, and then I'm like, and now my birthday's coming up, so I want to get the new DJI drone. And she's gonna be like, are you sure you didn't get something for our anniversary? I could have sworn I'm about 93% positive you got something for our anniversary. And I'm like, nope. I didn't. What did I get? So then
show me the proof.
Yeah. So there's because then it's more like fun banter, because she goes, and then because 5 minutes later, because I'll start sulking, I'll be like, okay, fine, whatever. Just whatever. Give me whatever you want for my birthday. I don't care. So I'm just in here typing on a computer, watching live streams, talking about drones. Why is Bill being a dick in the chat? Because I can't get my new drone, damn it. And I'm stuffing the floor, And I'm like, yeah, fuck you. I know you got ice cream, but I want chocolate. Anyway, so okay, I can see a few. Okay, Maddie's here. Glad to see you. Charles Galuski's here. Sam Itchy Sack's here. I think I said hi to Barkley earlier. We'll be in 107 drones again. Everybody, check out everybody's channels. I think everybody, please blurt out to me if I don't have somebody knighted amongst the crazy flying squirrels, so that everybody can check out everybody's channel while we're bullshitting about this. But so basically she'll see me sulking and she'll go, what is a new drone coming out?
How do I know? I only run a drone channel.
Ron said something about it.
I think just DJI may possibly have something coming out. No, so. Oh wait, sorry, Joe. Sorry, Joe. I'm on it. You are now knighted, sir. You are amongst the flying squirrels. There I went again. I've toddled off into strange land over here.
Back on subject.
Hey, Bill, you know what? Did you watch the most recent season of Stranger Things when they have the kind of Russian pile, whatever? You could have played that part.
Okay, I'm going to explain to you where this comes from. My wife loves reality TV. I know I'm going off on a squirrel, but I want to explain why you get to this sometimes.
Maybe we should do a reality. Reality TV drone show sometime.
Well, yeah, possibly. So anyway, so now my wife watches the 90-Day Fiance, and anyone who knows this chick Natalie, oh my God, Natalie is like, oh my God, I love myself so much. Why are these men like this? And so I'm always making fun of Natalie. Sorry. So that's where it comes from. So that's where it comes from. That's why I do it. Yes. So and I have to. I can't help because every time she's coming on, because she's like, why is Josh being so mean to me? And I'm like, because you're a ditz, You think you're like it's like I don't want to say bad things about the lady, but she thinks everything is like golden. It's like the best stuff on the planet. And it's like, So anyway, but to make a long story short, she was supposed to be married to this one guy. She didn't like how things were going on reality TV with him up here in Washington State. Maybe that's why I don't like her, because she did one of my boys dirty. So anyway, she just like decides everything's over with. So she goes to Florida and hooks up with this dude, right? So last night they have the first of the tell-alls, and both dudes are like, well, one of the dudes is there, and she's like, well, I just want you to know, I went to Washington, and I talked to Mike, and I told Mike if he wants to take me back, I will tell Josh everything is over. And, the guy's sitting there, right there, live in the studio, hearing all this, and the whole time she's been talking about him like he's like trash. So it is kind of funny. And that's where that comes from. That and Chuck does the strong like mule thing. So that's where that came from too. So it's a combination of things. But so at my house, it's the barter principle thing. It's, I'm going to save up, bank different things, and then go for the one gift. And then, I might have to skulk a little bit or sulk over in the corner and pout and whine and, kick the floor and shit. But then she'll go like, all right, just get your drone, shut up and leave me alone. So, that's I get my drone. And then, but you
do use the wear down approach. Wear them down approach.
No, basically what happens is I just kind of shut up. I don't really say anything. I just kind of.
Oh, the sorry dog look.
Yes. I was a bad boy, so I can't have my toys, even though I wrote down that I had enough cash saved.
I had this much banked up from the last 2 or 3 holidays or special events.
So anyway, I wanted to ask you guys, how does it work at your house? Guys, in the chat, please. Ken's wanting 200. You need to get to 200. How many more do you need, Ken? Let me go look.
Yeah.
200 subs. Yeah. Ken doesn't have the great Ken
wow.
doesn't have 200 subs.
Wow, hang on a second. I'm gonna bring this up.
He's only got 165.
Yeah, 165. Let me put the link in here.
Oh, we need to double that.
We need to get you on the show every week. Make people grow. I don't know if that'll work though. Sometimes people think I'm strange.
So subs may go down, huh?
Like I said, sometimes when you put that money in the bank, it depreciates over time instead of,
Yeah. Bill, they call that a recession.
Why does it seem to happen every time when I'm wanting something?
That's what they call a drone recession, Bill.
A drone recession.
Hey, Sam.
Oh, working on getting the goggles too now.
Oh,
Oh, Sam, look at this. I have to beg and pout for at least a month.
oh,
But the whole point is with Christmas coming up, you got the goggles too in the bag. You know that.
oh yeah.
She ain't gonna do you like that.
No.
She ain't gonna do you like that. What do you, Tammy? I don't understand what you mean. Do an experiment.
Well, are you?
Here's the thing.
So, are you into experimentation?
Am I into experimentation? Cannabis. Let's see. Psilocybin.
That was a loaded question.
It was a very loaded question. Corn mash. I think we've all done that one. Hey, Mike's in the house. Good to see you. What's up, buddy?
Michael Wright.
Michael Wright.
From
Hey,
Texas.
wait. Oh, come on, Rose.
Hey,
We haven't had the Rose and Itchy banter in the chat in a while. So anyway, let's check and see let's do a refresh on Ken. Is anybody hitting Ken? What do we got? We got one. We got one came in there, 166. See, that's a weird question.
Everybody in this chat's probably already subbed to Ken. We're all 165 of his subscribers are in this chat here.
I myself am strange and unusual.
Peanut butter whiskey, Bill. Awesome.
Oh, no peanut butter whiskey. I've told you. It's our newly discovered cosmic stardust.
Our new sponsorship.
It's quite refreshing.
Order a case and tell them Coast to Coast Drone sent you.
ET was here. In yellow snow.
I don't know how to explain it. It's sugar-free.
Sugar-free, that's good.
Well, it's got the sugar-free taste, right?
Okay. You mean that aftertaste?
Yeah. But it's actually it's sugar alcohol. So it's that kind of sugar. Woo!
So that means you be going to the in a little bit, pretty quick.
Yep. Let's see. We got calcium, potassium,
so be prepared to carry the show, Chris, in a few
vitamin
minutes.
B6. What is this? Biotin.
We'll demonetize it right off the bat.
Did Tammy say what her experiment was going to be?
Well, I don't think she ever did.
Spoiled ass. Yes, I do like him. He's spoiled. He doesn't spoil. Tammy doesn't know how much I bitch about this, and I don't know. Matt does this kind of the similar thing. He does his Matt bump thing. So what I don't know is what we do to like she said, make them stick. We've all done the experiments before. I've done various experiments. We've done, remember, Ron? We've done everybody watching 2 minutes of video, ringing the bell, commenting, all in the same. We did, what was it? We did, well, 1 week we did it where we watched a 2-minute video together. Everybody, we begged everybody. We don't know how many actually did it, but hopefully at least 1 or 2 did, right?
Yeah.
So we all went to the site. We watched 2 minutes of video. The next guy that came up, we all rung the bell. Next guy came up, we commented on one of the videos. Next one came up, we did all 3. And it never mattered what the hell we did. It was they viewed them as what's the term?
Fly by night.
No, Charles is organic, non-organic. They considered them non-organic views. So basically, spontaneous human nature is nowhere in the computation of the algorithm, right? None was, hey, Maddie, did you come back or were you gone? I'm going to get my hands on the O3 unit. Uncle Bill, have they calmed down? Just get it for him. What do you want, Rose? Here's the deal. Let's work out a deal. For Sam to get the goggles too, what do you need in return? See, that's what we're trying to figure out here. This is drones. This right here, this show is drones and your significant other. So Sam wants the goggles too, Rose. What do you need in order for Sam to get the goggles too? Okay, that's what we need. We don't need any griping. We don't need any fighting. We don't need any bickering or nothing like that. I mean, I know it's fun. If you want to do that and that's just all in good fun, fine, cool. But please get him the goggles. But make sure you get something for yourself in return. If you want, get 2 new frames if you're still flying as much as he is. You know, I don't know. What else, Chris? 2 new frames, maybe some new motors.
Yeah, Caddis Vista to go with it, or the new one from DJI.
Oh yeah, there you go. You can get the new O3s. Let him have the goggles too. You get O3s and put them in a mount where you got the new O3s, but he's got the new goggles. Anyway, let's see. Here we go. Rolling. I'm gonna go back down in here.
For Sam not to get more toys. Nope.
For Sam not to get more toys. No. Well, dude, she's neutering you. Wait a minute. Did I miss something? Let's see. I want to go see. I'm just checking over here to see if I.
Hey, Mosey Drones has a theory.
I'm trying to see if I missed anybody. Let's
go
back.
Watch a video before you sub. The algorithm will accept the sub.
Now say that again.
If you watch a video before you sub the creator, the algorithm will accept the sub.
Before you
watch the video first. Have we tried that, Bill?
No, that's one I don't think we have tried.
No.
We'll break this YouTube.
Oh, wait, what the hell with that?
If it kills us.
Well, yeah, truthfully. So that's okay. That's going to be the format. Wait a minute. I want to run. Hang on. Like I said earlier, I got Sparky in to see. He's got a neurologist now, and he's going to go on the 29th of December. So continued healing thoughts for Sparky. He's going to go in on the 29th and probably have the MRI.
That's a month away.
There's the thing about it is there's a huge shortage of veterinarians. There's just none. I went to a place one day. Hey, from droning Western Australia. Hello, sir. I went to one up above me, and sat for 10 hours and didn't get to see him. Wow. Didn't get him seen. And I had to go the next day and wait 3 hours just to get him in, and then it was another 3.5, 4 hours to get him out, and then another hour and a half to come home.
So what you're saying is, if there's any out of work vets around the country, just move to Seattle, Washington area, and you'll be gainfully employed.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere. So if you got a pet and something happens, then you're gonna find out that unless you live like where I used to live in Marion, Virginia, there's some vets there where you might be able to, but the thing about it is there's just so few veterinarians and hospitals and stuff now. They're just overwhelmed.
Yeah, and if you live where I grew up in PA in farm country, the problem is the vets are taking care of farm animals and things that they can make a lot more money on than the dogs and the cats.
Okay,
I'm sure a vet in Texas does well with all the farm animals and the cattle and so on, right, Chris?
Yeah. Every day, you got vets that do dogs. You got vets that do.
Okay, so that's the one we're going to try next. Have you tried that one, Tammy? I think Tammy does something like that too. She highlights channels also.
Tammy does experimentation also.
Well, I'm sure Max would vouch for that in some form or another. But I'm talking about, I think Tammy does the highlight channels as well. She does the same thing. So she's like, okay, what kind of that's a brilliant idea. If she's going where I might be catching on here. I might be catching on. Maybe doing something over a 2, a 3, or a 4 channel span, and keep up with maybe about 10 brand new channels. We filter them through maybe 10 highlights, or not 10 highlight shows, maybe 3 channels. Say like Coast to Coast Drones, maybe Tammy and Max, Matt over on his channel, and then one other one, right? Hang on a second.
I think we got somebody with us, Bill.
We got
Angel joined us.
Wait a minute. Caleb, did you help Angel shovel saw?
Wait, what?
You both got here at the same exact time. So I was like, okay, I know that Caleb went to get more fire logs. So I know he was, and I know that Angel was shoveling salt. So I'm thinking, did Caleb, but then Caleb's on the other side of the water. How the hell did that possibly happen?
It's a total coincidence.
So anyway, okay, so we're going back. We've come up with a new plan. You missed the whole thing about. We can go back into it since you all are here. I will go through my whole routine. I will attempt to repeat my spontaneous routine as to drones and your significant other. So anyway, I was just out there in left field, and we've been trying to get Ken. Ken wants to get to 200 subs. See, so we've refreshed. He was at 165, and he's at 167. Okay, and then Tammy was talking about how she's like, "Do you want to do an experiment?" And then Mostly Drones piped in and said, "Here's an idea." And Tammy was talking about experimenting on how to get stubs, how to have stubs and get dates. So anyway, so how to how to gain subs and hold them and make them stick, especially when we do like a highlight channel type of thing. And Mostly Drones was like, "Well, here's what is my theory. Go to the channel, highlight the channel like we're doing right here. Then you scroll down here. Of course, I'm already subbed to Ken, so I guess it won't work that way. But then we would come down here and actually hit the video. The video would play, and then you would subscribe." He's putting an air tag.
His Apple air tag. Oh, he's putting on his FPV drone.
Oh, cool.
Look, he's got that little strap thing. That's pretty cool.
Anyway, so the next time we do, let me go ahead. I'm gonna close this. Let's go back.
Hey, Bill. Yeah, Bill. Do you ever notice that you have trouble subscribing to the smaller channels not sticking? But if you go subscribe to some big monster channels got 300,000 subscribers, man, all you gotta do is hit that subscribe button. You don't have to look at anything, and you'll stay subscribed. To me, it only seems to not work for the smaller channels. The big channels, you just get near them and you're subscribed.
Here's the screwy thing that they don't. I've noticed. I've gone. Here we go. Shit, I've got a list right here. Since we're gonna do it, I wanted. We can do this. It's only 6:01. Let me go back to the subject of, and Dom, we're going to do the review like you were talking about from the last show that we did. I actually went back, watched the video back as to how many subs they had before we interacted with their channel. It's been 3 weeks. So yeah. I will call out the channel. Let me see if I still got them all logged in here.
Folks, this is a high-class show. What other drone show has a legal pad on it?
Hey, it's big time.
Wait.
Big time.
Hang on.
You don't see this on the other live shows.
It's a mini legal pad.
Oh.
Wait.
Well, minis are the highest thing going now.
I'm using Pilot Minis to write on it.
He's the best pen, too.
It's all about the mini, right?
This is top shelf, Chris.
It's all about the mini, yes. I carry one of these.
Chris, that's why we get paid more money to be on this show than the other one.
Hey, DJI, I carry one of these in my Mini 3 Pro case.
Look at you.
Oh, that's another thing, and I haven't told Ron. I haven't told anybody else. I think did I tell? Maybe I told. Yeah, I did tell Caleb. I told Caleb and I told Angel, so they already know. I turned down Como News, our local news station, like just 3 days ago, right? And I was wearing my drone therapy T-shirt and my coast to coast drone hat.
You were all decked out.
I bought a damn 25-gallon tub of ice melt, right? Because I knew the storm was coming, and I knew I had to get back to the house. And the dude was like almost offended that I did this. Neil, yes, please put me on your TV show. And I'm sitting here thinking the whole way home, I'm thinking, God, man, I had my coast to coast drone hat on. I had my drone therapy T-shirt on. Man, that would have been awesome.
You could have doubled the subscribers over here.
I could have gotten at least 4 more subscribers.
But would they stick?
Yeah.
I'm just proud of you not stooping down to their level, Bill.
Oh God! But anyway,
what was the topic going to be on the weather? Was that the topic?
Yeah, that was all it was about.
Okay.
But I could have easily said, "Yeah, I'm really hoping to get up in the air tomorrow and take some really cool drone shots." I mean, I could have done that easy peasy, But I was like, "Ugh." But the thing that sucked was because he was kind of a dick about me turning him down. I was like, well, okay, how long is it going to take? And he's like, well, the interview won't take but about 2 or 3 minutes. He said, but the paperwork's probably going to take about 15 to 20 minutes. I was like, he's like, well, we need release sign. You need to sign a release. And I was like, dude, I can't spend half an hour hanging around in here.
Yeah.
I was like, I was like, thank you. And but he still was pissed off. And I was
You
like,
should have told him, well, you got to contact my people about all that.
well, I
That's
think
right.
it was just, if you're going to do it, you got to bow to what we want. So basically, they could use it to advertise with. They could do anything
You tell
with
him,
it.
you got to speak to my manager, Angel, about all that stuff.
Well, it had nothing to do with that. I
That's
just knew
right.
I needed to get home. So
Yeah.
anyway, okay. So now
It
that you
just
guys
wasn't
are
the
here,
right-
But
it
even
just wasn't
even
the right
still,
timing.
you got to pass
Now-
it through the boss.
now that you guys are here, let me go back. I want to check Ken's channel myself. Hey, we're at 169 now. Everybody that's subscribed, remember, watch a video on his channel. Watch a video on his channel, then subscribe. Oh, look. Is that you or Archer? You're muted. Is he muted?
It's me.
Okay. But Caleb has actually a small FPV channel too.
Don't no.
Yeah, I don't have the link. I don't have. You got more subscribers over there, though. I think.
I hope not.
I thought it was like 18, didn't you? I don't know. Anyway.
Well,
So
we better get over there and sub them up.
anyway,
I subbed to everybody.
since you guys are here,
Yes.
I'm going to go back to at my house. If there's a drone coming out, like, because we all know how DJI will float rumors. See, that's another thing too. I want to know. Okay, if you want to
I got
get,
the DJI rumors for you when we get a chance too.
ooh, well, yeah. Did you see the new? What y'all think of the new agricultural drone? The multispectral drone.
Well, it sure seemed impressive, but I
Did
didn't
you-
get the price. I didn't get the price on it, Bill.
Okay, and Andrew sent me a link to the what is it? Was it Drone DJ that published the article that said that they were talking about how DJI was trying to bring everyone into the future with, like, what was it called? Precision agriculture. And I was like,
Is that kind of like precision landing?
how you going to tell the sun, how to shine when it's behind the cloud, man? I'm like, precision. I get that you can check stuff daily and look at it, but I'm trying to think, how would you go about,
Well, that's when you use 3D master shots, Bill.
okay.
Nowadays, everything is about micromanaging and pinching that penny. So if you can throw the fertilizer in the right spot and get one more potato, it's a win in somebody's book.
I get, that's true.
Yeah, worth it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was actually fairly impressed by what it is, and I found a place where you could pre-order it that was showing 4,500. However accurate that is,
Wow.
and that wouldn't be too bad for the people that need that sort of thing. That's perfect.
Yeah, especially because it makes more sense because they're gonna do heat analysis and stuff like that and figure out what plants are stronger, weaker. Like you said, we'll need more water, we'll need more fertilizer or whatever like that, simply from the analysis that they get from the drone.
Bill, is there a lot of farming in Washington?
Mhm. We are the fourth largest agricultural state here.
Because I know Oregon, of course, is famous for
Pretty much any grocery store, even all the way to the East Coast, you go in there, you're gonna find apples from Washington State.
Okay.
And walk in there, any
Yeah,
store, you're gonna see them even on the East Coast. I remember myself.
I only want Washington apples.
Well,
Cranberries, a bunch of stuff. We
exactly.
have,
All right, so
the fourth largest agricultural. Yeah.
So what I was saying was here when we're actually going to get back on the track.
We're going to get back on the track.
This Caleb is the guy that gave me the subject matter for this week.
Okay.
I know we had done it before.
So he's driving the train tonight.
Yeah, well, kinda. He was the one because I was like, I need an idea.
He's right in, man.
He had to throw another log on the fire. Okay.
Yeah.
So
there you
anyway.
go.
So anyway, is that coffee, Angel?
It's coffee. Yeah.
Angel can't say.
Oh, yeah, it's coffee. It's coffee. It's coffee. It's coffee. Yeah.
Indiana has tons of cattle corn.
Looks like a little Bailey's to me.
Yeah, we
It's
can't
coffee.
say.
It's coffee. No, it's coffee.
myself have cosmic stardust from.
If anybody wants to really know what
It's
Angel's
a
drinking, they have to
brand.
subscribe. Everybody in the chat.
Oh my god. Okay, so
Right.
at my house, if there's a new drone coming out through rumors and stuff like Ron was talking about, and I know it's upcoming, like my wife and I will give each other gifts on, wedding anniversaries, Valentine's Day, Christmas, that kind of thing, right? And
Groundhog's Day.
that kind of, no, not Groundhog's Day. But it's just one of them kind of birthday things. Occasionally on Easter, if DJI is busy. So, honey, what do you want for an Easter gift? That kind of thing. So what I'm at, and here at my house, I like we were talking about, is if you don't get, if you can't think of anything you want for yourself for Valentine's Day, but she knows she wants a new pair of earrings, so you go spend the money on that. Then you mark up, okay, she spent $450 on earrings. So I'm like, okay, that's $450. I will not spend on Valentine's. I will carry over to the next holiday that I will get a gift, said gift, which is still 2 months away from said DJI release. So we're going to save that one too. So the next holiday comes up is our wedding anniversary. And she's like, what do you want? And I'm like, I really can't think of anything. I go, well, do you want a new drone? No, there's nothing coming out right now. So anyway, you give her that one. And then you go on and you bank that one. And she gets a pearl necklace. So we'll say that's $800. So you got the $450 and you got the $800. So we're now up to $1,250. And we're not even at the birthday yet.
And this is Bill. This is where Bill Banks in here.
Yeah. So then we get we get to my actual birthday, right? Or Christmas, whichever variant.
The two biggies.
Wherever
right?
you've cashed the most in between money from said gift giving, so then you're like, okay, so DJI usually sends stuff out about July or August, which happens to be my birthday's in August. So that's, something really cool usually comes out then. Sometimes it might be September. And if I know for sure it's going to be like the first or second week of September, then I will just flat out say, she'll say, what do you want for birthday? Mavic 3. How much is it? $2,000. Well, Jesus, that's an awful lot for a drone, isn't it? But baby, whoa. Hang on. You got a $450 set of earrings on Valentine's Day.
In other words, Bill gets a spreadsheet out now. Bill gets the Microsoft spreadsheet.
Then you got an $800 pair of pearl necklace, and it's my birthday. I mean, come on, man. What the? So you're telling me now I can't have something for my birthday, even after I gave up gifts on, and then she'll just give me this. I don't want to talk about it. So I'm like, oh. So anyway, then I'll go in.
Show them the face you use when you're pouting.
I go into sulking mode, right? So then I'm going into.
Yeah, show them the face. That gets them every time.
What's wrong with you?
Gets him a drone or dog.
Wait. What's wrong with you? Nothing. Oh, now we're doing the sigh. What do you mean? I'm depressed. Oh my God! Just get your drone. Shut up. Get your drone. Leave me alone. Get your drone. And then So that's how it works at my house. So I'm curious. Is that just me? Or is that the way it works everywhere? Because I trust me, I understand. My wife I would probably own an extra 10 or 12 drones if my wife wasn't here. I may be homeless, but I would have 10 or 12 more drones.
Are we talking good drones or?
Oh my God! Now she's telling me I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble.
Too many.
Who's in trouble? You?
Wait a minute. She missed the part where I explained that the banked gifts depreciated over time.
Yes.
Oh no, that's baloney.
I already took into my own calculations that the $450 became, luckily, hopefully, beggingly, $200.
Yeah.
And the $800 pearl necklace at this point might be a $350 exchange.
We had a bit of a drone recession going on over here.
So I would have to combine those in order to, push them onto the bird. So I'd have to say, okay, I got basically you blew $1,200. How about I spend $700 for those things, and then I spend $1,300 for my birthday, and that's usually how it works.
Bill, let me tell you something. I think you need to charge inflation. You need to take into account inflation. You paid $1,500 or $1,200 on gifts. You got to add 20% on top of that, baby.
Is that like the Fed rate and the interest
hard
rate?
To go home. That's right. You gotta go hard or go home.
Listen to this. And you got kids, and I got 5 grandkids now. Like I was, to me, like a big Christmas to me was like 2 big toys and a lot of clothes and some candies and stuff. 8, Chris, what?
Grandkids.
8. God, talk about genetics, man. Let's see. So anyway,
No, I was happy just to get a bike.
well, I think because I was in a weird situation. Don't want to go into how my home life was, but anyway, so my mom overcompensated because my dad was kind of a mean person, and I won't go any further than that. That gives you an idea of what my, so she would go over the top with stuff, right? There's a cheaper way to give. I was trying to figure out why is he over here losing? The only problem is once you're married, it costs more. It's you could go somewhere else and get it a lot cheaper, probably. No wife, no kids, unfortunately. Still no money. Yeah. See, if it wasn't for her, I'd be homeless and have like 20 drones.
Guys, I got all the drones giving me protection from the rain and elements, right?
I mean, Seattle's drone guy, Where are you from? Maryland, Virginia. What the hell are you doing out here? I don't know, but I got a lot of drones.
Don't worry, you can stay in the backyard, Bill.
Can I borrow your electrical outlet so I can charge my batteries, and then I'll show you some neat stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody may see all the drones to hire you and turn you into $1 million drone.
Thank you very much, sir. We're going to use your idea to check them out. Okay, and since I'm just going to ask you, Caleb. You guys are new guys. Do you all get any stress at all about getting new drones?
There you go.
Stress? You mean
like,
stress from the girlfriend?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, there's business side, but then, of course, there's my own side. And my answer to that would be, she knows I'm ADHD. So, generally, she just counters with, well, how often are you going to use it? And if I can't say all the time or give a specific use or convince her that, it's got a use other than the other 5, then, yeah, it's a no-go.
Okay. Okay, what about you, Angel? Now that you're engaged, you got a different ring.
I'm like Oprah Winfrey. I'm the Oprah Winfrey of drones. I'm just getting drones and giving it out to the family. So I bought the fiance a Mini 3 Pro, which I've used, I want to say almost as much as hers.
Yeah.
As her. Like, I think the thing is like every time there's a nice sky, I'm like, put the drone up in the sky, right? Mm-hmm. Where, she's got other things she likes to do, mainly Hallmark Channel or, doing things like that. So then it's like, hey, I'm not hating on the Hallmark Channel.
Is it just me, or is there a weird audio delay with Angel? It's like a kung fu movie. Say something, Angel.
Hello.
Okay, but I thought it seemed to me like for a second there was like a second, maybe a second and a half delay. Like I was like, why did he stopped talking, but I could still hear you, and I was like, is that just me, or is this really good energy drink?
No. Yeah, maybe. So I think here's a good example. So I got the I had the Mavic Air 2, then I got a Mini 2 for my son, which of course, he barely used. I use that more. And then I got the FPV. I'm sending the Mini 2 to my uncle. I got the Mavic 3. We got the Mini 3 Pro. Then I'm like, well, should I get the Avata? I'm not going to do that because we got to see Dom fly it. It's so loud. I'm not interested. But maybe one day I do the Avata. Or I'm even thinking of potentially getting the Mavic 3 Classic just so I have another beautiful
get the
drone.
refurb.
Well, the refurb. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I was not the Classic. Get the Mavic.
Not the
3.
Classic, but the Mavic 3, whatever it's Mavic 3.
Refurb. Yeah, get
like
the refurb.
Another version of ours.
Well, doesn't Angel already have the Mavic 3?
Oh, but wait a minute. So you actually want the Classic just to have the Classic? Is that what you're saying?
Well, whatever. I mean, I'll price them out, but I was just thinking the reason why I would get it is because, every time we fly the Mavic 3, it feels like you're potentially sacrificing to the gods, you know?
Okay,
Sorry, am I having audio issues?
No, I think I'm. Anybody see that Star Trek episode where the aliens put shit in his drink and Kirk like really, really fast? So if I disappear in a minute, somebody call Spock to make the antidote so that I can come back, because it seems like Angel is speaking, but I can see that I can see that he stopped. Like a minute ago, he was doing this, but I can hear his voice, and I was like,
"Oh, so then I must have
don't watch
have
him.
some
Don't
audio
just
delay.
listen to him.
I might have some audio delay."
Block out Angel. Like, wait, okay, I'll just listen to your voice.
But the ultimate thought is that, you know, every time we put the Mavic 3 in the sky, it's like, you know, you want it to come back home. And so, you know, if there was another version that's a little more economical, like, you know, the flying the Mini 3 Pro, that's her gift. You know, it's like a bowling ball gift, right? I'm not going to fly hers going crazy with it. But if I bought another Mavic 3, you know, if I bought the refurbished Mavic 3, then I could put it up in the sky and we have two, you know. Maybe one day we can fly 2 drones at the same time and get 2 different footage. Hey.
I'm trying to catch. I'm sorry. I didn't realize. I see Chris. A bunch of people showed up and I ain't said, nobody's told me, hey, there's a bunch of people here. We still got Mark's here. Carolina Airshots is here. Chris, Sunrise Water Media is here. Bob Casey's here. Joe, who was like, I messed up earlier and had knighted him for the crazy flying squirrels earlier.
And don't forget Chris Wedgeworth.
Chris Wedgeworth is here. Everybody's still hanging out. Oh, it's the internet. It's just my internet. Yes. Oh. Andrew's telling me it's the internet. So it's just my internet.
We got the.
You've now. It's instead of the Twilight Zone, you've now entered the internet zone.
The slow internet zone.
Yes. Yeah. Or the mind-boggling internet zone. Anyway. So do you go through anything with her? Go ahead.
Do none of you have insurance on your drones?
No.
Oh no, we do. But it's just the principle. No, I got Night Train was talking about having a Mini 2. I got a Mini 2 that I'm gonna send to my uncle. Yeah, no, I just rather have an option if I'm not like if it's 40-mile-an-hour winds, any of these up, but if it's decent, it's just another thing to put up in the sky, you know.
I'm gonna do this.
Good to have options.
They told me I needed to do this. They said the only way you're going to sell shit is if you present it. So I'm going to present it. Then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to put the link in the chat. And I'm going to do like Ken. Please go buy the DT Christmas shirt. There's red and gray and black and white. See, I will flash through. We got Heather Gray. We have black. And we have white. I personally think the red
I like that red for the holidays, Bill.
Yep, and we go all the way up to 5XL.
Is the 5X more money, Bill? Click the 5X.
Probably, I would say
Click
it
it.
is. No, whoa.
Wait
a minute, let's go to cart. Let's go to cart. No, it is. It's the same price.
That's a great deal, Bill.
Maybe for the holidays, they're not going to do that. So it's kind of a help out thing for the holidays. So, yes. So y'all saw that link that I threw in there. Please go over there. Y'all, what do y'all think of this shirt, honestly? What do y'all think of this shirt?
I like it.
Sexy.
Y'all being nice. You two are being nice. I would. So the younger people, I guess, would be more critiquing.
Okay, dirt.
No, it looks good. I think the red with the green is,
if you got, give me a long sleeve one, I wear it around the holidays.
Porn star sexy.
Porn star sexy. I like it. Let's see full screen light. Nope, it don't really get any bigger.
Well, we don't discriminate, Chris. Anybody can anybody can wear this shirt.
But just please.
And a question: do they take PayPal? Do they take PayPal?
They take anything and everything, man.
How about Venmo?
I'm not sure what all they take because it's got.
How about crypto?
They do afterpay.
How about a little crypto?
They do afterpay. They do.
So
I'll actually go to the main page.
Take a check.
Yeah,
I don't know if they'll take a check. They might take a bank card.
Yeah, I'll send them a rubber check.
I do think they take PayPal. That's the actual page. Let me bring this back up.
I'm gonna send my money through Ron.
Present. Screeno.
Stop it, Ron.
Sorry.
No, okay. Ron. Don't, Ron. Don't.
I'll get a little drink here.
There we go.
I
There's
don't have
the
that. I
banner.
don't have coffee like Angel, but
And see, here's the season 7 gear here. You can see. Come back over here. No, I need to go here.
these are collector's items, folks. You better get them now.
Now, actually season 7 doesn't start till next year. Someone was asking earlier what your character was as far as like. I said, but if Ron sticks around, but I have a feeling Ron will probably be around just once in a while next year because he's on a lot of drone shows. We'll just have to wait and see. But Doc, he would be Dr. McCoy would be basically his assimilation to the crew of the drone therapy.
I get a little southern accent going, yeah.
Yeah, so he could just say he's not a country, he's just a country doctor, Jim.
Country
Although
doctor,
it would be country doctor Bill. So
and I'll argue with Spock.
You say we really don't have a Spock as of now. So like Chris would make a good engineer. I think we need one. I would rather have the Texas draw in the engine room for this time around. You know what I'm saying? So instead
of the Scottish draw,
so for the Starship drone therapy, we've got a Texas man. And
so instead of Scotty, he's Big Tex.
Yeah, get your shit and let's go.
Yeah. So he knows how to hit it with the wrench and make it go faster.
Did it today, actually.
he was rehearsing,
and you can see some of the other stuff. Yeah, somebody said, "Yeah, did y'all?" I don't know if I'm so.
Well, you even have women's stuff in there, Bill.
Yeah, see what this one is? Instead of DJI, it's DJI by. But you got to see on the back. You got to see what it says on the back. It says fanboy, acute syndrome to purchase any and all products from a certain manufacturer.
We all get called fanboys from time to time.
I've not sold a single one of these, and I thought these were hilarious. Because I took part of the logo. It's DJ by, But I thought that was funny. The acute syndrome to purchase any.
Fanboy's a touchy subject.
Well, I was a fanboy for a long time. I was a big time fanboy.
Hey, then you can make 4 payments with some kind of called afterpay or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's really cool. Hey, whoa. Johnny just unpacked the Light Plus. See, now that when that drone first came out, I was really, really tempted by it.
The price, Bill, the price is a little high when it came out.
Right. And even the Nano Plus, I even had the Nano Plus, the premium package. They were selling for like $500. I was going to get it because I wanted the RYYB sensor.
Yes.
I wanted to try it out.
Yes.
And then Caleb's like, but really, why? You got the Mini 3 Pro. And so you're just buying it specifically. And I was like, you're right. And I took it out. And then I was like, okay, I could buy the Light Plus, but it's pretty much on the lines with the Air 2S. So I will be stepping on the drone unless I want to go out and just do bubblegum YouTube and compare shit to get cheap views. Don't get me wrong. There's people that do a good job with that. I'm not trying to bust their balls, but to me, it's bubblegum YouTube. It's easily marketing, so anybody, as long as they're moderately articulate and has the balls to get in front of a camera, can do that. And the more specific you are and the easier you convey it to a crowd, the more views you're going to get. So if you come on, somebody nail that. Go ahead and wait a minute. Let me bust their balls completely. Did you get rid of them? Where was it they came in? Anyway, somebody just kick them out of the channel.
We got a unwanted guest tonight.
Well, they've come in a couple of times. They came in last week. But I'm sorry, unless they're going to pay and buy my T-shirts, they're not coming in and advertising. Really? They want to buy 1,000 T-shirts. I'll put them on as a moderator.
Well, maybe they can get all their adult dating clients to wear those T-shirts.
I mean, hey, come on. We didn't. What was it? What are they? Banggood didn't start as a as a cheap Chinese. They started some in another way. They didn't. And what's the other one?
Gear Best?
No, I think the Gear Best started. I know Banggood didn't start that way.
Really?
I know Banggood was a more adult-oriented type dispersal site to begin with. And then they kind of expanded.
And said, hey, we're going to start selling drones and go legit over here.
Buy your drones at Banggood today.
Which Autel drones have you had, Bill? Just the Nano?
I've never owned an Autel drone.
Oh, okay.
Never.
He's never going over to the dark side.
No, well, it's not like that. We have access to them. Will just lives right up the road.
Yeah, Bill, you can go right up there. Yeah,
he's got the Nano. Oh, that was torture the day I watched him fly, and I couldn't fly because of that weird glitch with the 3.
That would suck. That really sucked.
That pissed me off. So anyway.
Oh yeah, but, and if you did get the Nano or the Lite, you wouldn't have to worry about any geofencing.
I'm not, you know me. I'm that's the bad thing about me. I'm one of the few people that will really be anal about rules. You can ask Angel. I was walking when we flew together. I was walking out on the other side of the damn fence. I wasn't saying shit to nobody. Everybody was looking at me. So finally, he's like, "Why the hell do you keep walking over?" I was like, "Because it's the sidewalk." He's like, "Oh my god." And then I'm walking over and I'm live streaming, right? I'm live streaming, and here's Don busting ass going out here, and it was like, Don, is that a cruise ship? Is that a cruise? And then you hear Lance in the background going, "Don't!" Oh well, too late. And then I'm like running over here. So,
he did a great job on the cruise ship.
Yeah, he did. But it was just like, because it was just so funny the way it all played out. But that's one of the things that, oh shit. Okay, we're at 6:31. Okay, so I'm going to do the review of the channels here very soon because we usually stay on about another 30 minutes. I wanted to touch on something that I had seen going on recently. And I don't, what you all don't understand, if I know sometimes I come off as a smart ass, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to do that. I don't know everything. Last week, I even mentioned about the exposure triangle, and I called it, what was it I called it? Something else. Maybe.
Oh, you covered the photography exposure triangle?
No. I was trying to talk about, because I have like this much understanding of the exposure triangle. I don't really understand how it works and stuff like that. So a lot of my pictures and stuff that I take are just what I think looks good on the screen. And I'm just switching dials around. I really don't have a true understanding of what's going to give me more textures, what's going to do this. And so I know sometimes I come off as a smart ass dick, but I honestly, I'm not trying to do that. It's just me being brought up strange. I don't know, but I'm not trying. There's a lot of shit I'd love to learn from people. So anybody that's interested in coming on here and hanging out and talking and teaching me shit and teaching everybody else shit, I would love them to come on. So that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. I've had people come on here before that go, "Man, I was sweating coming on your show before I came on here." And then now I was like, oh, it's really fucking cool. And I was like, no, I know. The thing that sucks about me is I'm very passionate about things. And sometimes I'll stick my foot in my mouth 3, 4, maybe 5 times before it'll sink in and I'll understand I'm wrong. But I'll admit that I'm wrong about things. But something happened over the last couple of weeks where I saw one person very passionate about the drone community tell another person who I've known for years being very passionate about the drone community that they had to leave the community, that they basically, because they said in their video they were leaving the community forever, they had to leave. And they were really talking in a bad manner about this. And then there was one person even came to threatening another person with physicality. And I'm like, I don't want to be a part of that drone community. I don't want to have somebody telling me who I can fly with and who I can be friends with and who I can talk to. I believe that anybody that flies a drone has a good heart and is a good person. I know that deep in my heart, I'm a good person and I love flying drones because they enable me to release stress from the real world that we all build up all during the day. And if I can get in the air for a little while and fly, and even if it's the same view in my backyard that I've seen a bazillion times because of the way the weather patterns are here and the way the sun shines here, there's always something different and something different. Yes, group hug, Chris. Group hug. So I'm just saying, stop with the bullshit. Everybody has a right to their opinion. Stop trying to throw everybody else under the bus. It's like we need to get past this I call it YouTube-itis. There's a space for everybody on YouTube as long as you're yourself. You don't need to throw a bunch of dead YouTube bodies under your feet and climb up on them to get above in the community. Just do your own shit. Make yourself happy with what you're producing. And sooner or later, there's going to be a group of people that see your vision, that follow what you're doing. I myself know I get angry with people in the community all the time, but I don't want to fight anybody. I don't want to punch anybody. I want to have a discussion with people. And if I get upset with somebody, I don't go on somebody's live stream talking about them. I don't do shit like that. And please, my wife, get the phone. Anyway, it's bad. It's bad, and it's not good for the drone community. I love the drone community. I want to do the experiment that was suggested to us earlier, about the what was it? Mostly drones.
Watching the video before you subscribe.
Watching the video before we subscribe to see if it'll stick. I want to find ways for the community to be a community, but we got to stop this stuff of people. Nobody can tell another person they got to leave the community. And another person can't invoke their will on somebody in the drone community by saying they're going to beat them up because they're bigger than them. That's bullshit. Let's all just fly together and have fun. Like I said, for me, I haven't done shit this summer, for me personally, that was as enjoyable, other than hanging out with my family, as it was me hanging out with the guys that day at the camera store and going and flying. Anytime I'm having a shitty day, I remember that, and it makes me feel better. And that's the whole reason drone therapy is here. That's the whole reason it is. That's the whole reason I do it, is because for me, drones really do a therapy kind of thing. If I'm having a shitty day, if I can fly for a few minutes, even if it's a little drone like this through the house, I feel better. And I might even slam it into the wall once or twice. It's just, I want it to be a community and not a community. I feel like, I have to be with a certain political affiliation because I've noticed that the drone community, a lot of people are more on one side than they are on another side. And I feel like I'm on the other side. So I'm trying to have to tread lightly, because people are so critical about it. And Johnny, the sad thing is, it's a yearly thing. I've been doing this. In January, I'll be starting on my 7th year of doing the live stream and doing drone therapy. My 7th year. I started a week after Ken Heron started his show. And there's been shitloads of drama. Like I said, everybody talking behind each other's backs. Like if I'm pissed at somebody, I'm in their messenger. I don't talk to anybody else. I might bitch about it in a passing conversation, but I don't really say, if I'm mad at that person, I deal with that person. I'm not going to come out here on the screen and go, blah, 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 get out of the fucking community. That's wrong. I don't have that right. I don't have that right. No matter who I know, no matter, how many subs I got, I don't have that right. I have a right to say, please watch my shit. And if it sucks, bitch at me about it. That's about all I got the right to do. In my opinion, that's it. I see too many people that are taking advantage of the community on a whole. They've kind of mystified people and manipulated people. They're all about commercial side of the community as opposed to the community as the real community. Those people that are solely focused on self-promotion and pushing their YouTube and their product, all the power to them. But in my opinion, they should be commercial YouTube channels only. They don't say, oh, I'm community, I'm for the community, and I might give away one free t-shirt for every 10,000 units sold. That's not community. That's not community. And then if you that one t-shirt, if you make like a video and say, look, we gave away one t-shirt after we sold 10,000. Okay. I'm like, enough. Something else I'm confused about. Caleb, is it really? Wait a minute. Somebody's got to go. I'll shut up in a minute. Oh, yeah. Cool. Go for it. Because we got a little private thing going on. I know I've bitched too much. I'm not trying to bitch about it. I love all of you guys. I would love to fly drones with all you guys and have fun. And I'll even trade you controllers. I guess. And the other thing I was wanting to gripe about, I saw something in a group about a mount for a game style controller that's been around for years. The mounts to hold videos and stuff like that have been produced by these toy companies for years. Look, guys, game style controller, right? We've all seen these, been with toy drones for centuries. Well, not centuries, but y'all know the game style controller.
Drone centuries.
Right, exactly. And they all had the mount that either clamped on or plugged in. And every single person, when the game style controllers came out for FPV, simply copied all of the toy mounts and improved on them. So nobody has done anything special. And if they have, I think that you can patent designs so that if anybody steals said designs, you can get your money back. But if they're so similar, the government won't let you patent them. That's the way it works. So I'm tired of hearing all the BS and all the pouting and all the bullshit. So just, let's get on with it and be part of a community again and not a community. Like I said, no one person can tell another person to get out of the community ever, or at least I can't. I don't have that right. And I don't feel like anybody else does either. And I'm not going to try to tell somebody that I can beat their ass because their opinion is not the same as mine. I personally, I have to agree with some people. I'm not going to say their name, but I do tend to think that the larger channels kind of stick together and have their own little clique. And if you don't see things their way, then that's the way they do it. And they do get a different kind of, how can I say this, preferential treatment as opposed to a smaller channel. Like Dan, for example, you can see him in the chat. Dan's controversial. Controversy sells on YouTube, folks. So Dan does everybody a favor when he does controversy, regardless of the situation. And he voices his opinion. He has every right to do so. Nobody can tell Dan to get out of the community or anything like that. They can simply just not watch his product. They can block him if they want. But it's really ridiculous for anybody to go to that extent over live streams and shit on YouTube. Do I think that, like I said earlier, I don't like how people are using other people like YouTube dead bodies to climb their way up. I don't think that's community. I think that's community. I hate that. I would rather see someone work their ass off, bust their ass, improving on their, Caleb spent hours and hours and hours and hours practicing his editing skills before he put shit out, before they ever did anything with their company. I mean, hours and hours and hours. So when his finished product comes out and it looks really damn good, it's because he's practiced and put the time in. He's not looking for the shortcuts that everybody else seems to think. Oh, I've been on YouTube for 6 months and I've only got 100 subscribers. Because you're not busting your ass. I've only got 1,300 subscribers because I do a live stream every week. I don't put out videos like I should or could or would, and that's my fault. That's my laziness or my being too busy with other responsibilities, and I have accepted that part of it. But please stop with the fighting. We're at the point in the time of the year for everybody to forgive everybody, please. Start over anew, stop the bullshit, and put out good product. Like what Chris was talking about earlier. Brad has been busting his ass lately and putting out good product, putting out better product each time. And we've got a lot. Bob Casey's been putting out a lot more material, putting out a lot more work, putting a lot more time in. And it shows. This is how you do it on YouTube. It's not something that's going to happen overnight unless you're just a savant. I guess, you know, and you just happen to throw something together and it edits perfectly, and you put in all the right tag words and you kiss the right Google employees and it blows up, you know.
You go viral.
You know, that's what I'm trying to say. But we got to stop this. It's the time of year to just get past it all. And like I said, these controllers have been around for toy drones for years. They've all had various mounts to put a damn phone or a monitor on them, and everybody's copied the damn things, but you don't hear them going, somebody stole my design. And I'm like, and then I saw another channel, another huge channel go, oh, well, shit, dude, I didn't know they stole your design. I'm going to change all the links in this video. What the fuck? I mean, really and truthfully, look, been around for years, guys. Been around for years. Y'all know them. They used to, how many had the little plug-in slot in the back? You could pop it out, or they had the one that clamped on. They had the one with the little screw in, so you could put the, you know, right? They've been around for years, and they were on all the toy drones, right? So, and hell, even the little ones that come with these little drones, what do they call them? Peanuts? They even had little
peanut controllers, yeah.
Right, they even had little plug-in mounts to where you could put phones on them. When these little had remember when these had the little 420 cameras in them?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to figure out why these people are bitching. I'm like, dude, make your money off of your copy of the toy product and just stop bitching. You know, and that's, we're at the time of the year to where we just let all that shit go. Anyway, Angel's busy right now, so I'm going to go over here.
Hey, Bill, can I segue into something here? I did a little experimentation while you were in your rant there. You see Man in the Drone UK in the chat? He's been with us for a while.
Man, where?
Man,
yes. Let me hit him.
Anyhow, a long time ago, he said he subbed my channel, right?
Right.
I whatever his channel and my other computer here, I watched a whole bunch of his videos. His videos are only short, like they're a minute, 2 minutes. So I watched a whole bunch of them, and then I subbed and rang the bell. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay, now here's the strange thing. We all remember about 3 weeks ago was when we had the Support Your Local Drone channel. Dom gave me some. I think Chuck gave me some. Bob gave me a couple. You know, that kind of thing. And we even, like Mark, who's been in the chat off and on all night long. Okay, so here's the thing. First one I'm going to bring up is Tropical Drone, right? It's TROPIKAL Drone. Okay, now when we looked at him, he had 86 subscribers, and you're going, this is what's crazy. I don't know if maybe they gave them back after a couple of weeks or what. Y'all are going to shit. Hang on. So remember what I said? He had 86, right?
Mm-hmm.
Come to the Chrome tab. Going to go to Tropical Drone. Boom. We got 135 now.
Oh, nice.
So either did we have something to do with that? Did he do something? Let's see.
Maybe
has he done
good videos? They're
pretty much what we've been doing with him the whole time. 140. He's got a 211 here. Maybe they gave him. Maybe what it is YouTube has to justify the subscribers, and then they give them back. They take them and hold them. They review it, and then they find out if you did this, and then they give them back. Because I don't know how high he got up to, but I'm pretty sure he did get up to around like 95, maybe 99. So anyway, now he's at 135. Okay. Next is the X-Wing. And when we looked at him, he was at 105. So let's see what happens. Let's see if it goes through. So look, now he's at 166. All right. See this here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so something's going on because remember, like we went a couple of days later and everybody had lost all the subs that we had given them. So either maybe I don't know if Matt's gone back and done something, or Matt's doing a different. Has Matt highlighted into these channels too? Dom, do you know? Is Dom still here? Anyway, so okay, now he's up to 166. Okay, next up is Droning Western Australia. When we checked him out, there was 76 subscribers. So I'm going to go over here, hit. We've got 88. So we've gone from 76 to 88. So I don't know. So let's see. Next up, we did.
Hey, Bill, can I put it real fast? Droning Western Australia says, Bill, I gained a lot from the show, but then I lost them all a couple days later.
Right. So, but then I'm just trying to figure out, because see, you can see I'm still subscribed. You see right there?
Yep.
I'm still subscribed. Did they give them back? That's what I'm trying to tell you. He lost those subs, even sub what we had given him. So he went down to like 74.
Hey, Bill, look at the chat. Man in a Drone UK says I've gained 10 subs during the show, taking me to 244. We'll check again tomorrow. And can I say, Bill, if you go over and check out Man in the Drone UK, he's got some great videos on that channel. He's got some beautiful work over there, and he's mostly flying a Mini too, I think.
Very cool, very cool. But what
that's
cool.
Something.
What I'm trying to say is more than likely he'll lose the subs that he gained from tonight over this next week.
But then a later date he'll come back again.
What's up, butt nut?
Uh-oh. Ken Heron's with us.
What's up? We were talking about how to convince our significant other to let us buy the most expensive drone known to man.
Well, Ken doesn't have that problem.
No.
Yeah, he doesn't have that problem.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, while we got Ken here, can Ken confirm in the chat that the Ocean City Boardwalk Drone meetup for December 26th is definitely on for this year? I got a lot of people asking me about it, Ken.
Okay, so and Ron's on that one. The next I did was 4 states aerial photography. He had 158. Let's check it out now. 162. So there's still a four gain there, which isn't many. Okay, it's the activity on the channel. It looks like the last video was 3 weeks ago. Yeah. So if you're more active, maybe they'll give you more viewers.
Okay, so if you get a bunch of support like we give them at that point, you got to jump in and throw some videos up.
Right. Okay. You know, give them a reason. So that what they're saying here is, I don't know this because it's a complete theory. I'm just giving you my theory.
Yeah.
Maybe it's okay. You're not giving those new subscribers anything new to watch, so we're not going to let you. Whatever ones have watched your other stuff, those will be the ones you get to hang on to. But the other 6 who watched just this one video, who are waiting on something new, and you didn't give them nothing new, we'll wait till you give them something new and then give them back. I don't know. It's just a theory. So
I want to thank Ken Heron. He confirmed in the chat about the Boardwalk meetup on the 26th. Thanks, Ken. I'll pass that along to all the people I'm in contact with here in New Jersey that plan and want to attend that day. And get some, and maybe get some free saltwater taffy at Shriver's.
But no, right. But you know what? The first thing that popped into my head was December 26th at noon. Did that say Shivers saltwater taffy?
They call that Shriver. They pronounce that.
Right. I totally got that when I looked at it the second time. Okay. But I was thinking on the 26th in New Jersey, you know.
Yeah. We've had some cold days on those
Shivers,
days.
you get it now?
Yeah, I do. That's a good one.
Okay, yeah. Anyway. Okay, sometimes I even
but Ken guarantees a warmer than usual day on the 26th of December for that meetup.
Ken Karen? That was a slip. That was not my Freudian slip either.
Ken Heron, let me make that perfect.
Yeah. All right, next up is actually Tesla drones. So it would be Caleb himself. We're going to go over here. They had 14. Let's see what we got now. 20! You got 20, dude. Maybe I should go check out Caleb's FPV.
No.
Okay. Wait a minute. Let me go back over here. I need to bring it up here. This is where it was. Right here. I think this is the one I needed to share. Yes, that's what I needed to share. 20. Very cool. So you went up. So to beginning, you had 14. Now you've gained another 6. Next up is going to be Jeff Lovelace. He had 43 when we checked him out.
We also dropped the ball on ours. We had I think we haven't posted a video in a couple weeks.
He has 46. So he did go up at least 3. Next would be Drones Are Fun. Oh, whoops. Nope, wrong way. I went the wrong direction. I need to go. Wrong direction, Bill. Come on, get your stuff together. There we go. I got it this time. 154. So he went up 3 also. 151 to 153. And their last video was 5 months ago. So that might have a little something to do with that as well. No Beer Bob had 7 when we left him, or when we first met No Beer Bob. And No Beer Bob now has 13. So
Wow.
even though everyone that we went to, unless maybe they've just generically picked up some, I don't know. But it seems like the ones that they took away, roughly a week or so after they took them away, they gave them back.
It's magic.
Well, either that or something strange is going on, because right here, the last video they did, we actually watched. It was the actual drone video. See over here, almost lost my drone while looking for caves above, lost whatever. I only had 22 views. We watched the whole video. It was only 48 seconds.
You're not, Ron.
Oh, Ron.
Lockwood gotta go.
Hey, yes, you have a very good one, sir. I'm sorry, I've been on a rant and talking about shit and everything.
Yeah.
You know,
And we've cracked the algorithm finally, Bill.
Yeah. Crack the algorithm. I didn't pay enough people. So what was it? No Beer Bob's all the way up to 13 now.
Hey,
next we got Catskills Brad.
Before Ken Herron goes, I hope he brings his Avada drone to the Boardwalk meetup. I've never seen the Avada up close yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, it's like Angel told you, once we saw it, that was what finally did it for me. I was like, I wasn't super impressed. I mean,
you're not Bill, Roy.
Who else is going?
Bill, Uncle Bill.
Oh, Uncle Bill. Okay, see you,
Bill.
sir. You have a good one. Thank you very much for coming, sir. Let's see. We sent a remote ID module to low Earth orbit.
I hope that's not that $300 module you had on the channel. Video coming soon.
Okay.
Hey, Ken confirms he's bringing in the Avada.
He's foreshadowing next week's show. We'll have another special guest on next week. It's going to be a kind of cool show. Okay. Next is Catskills Brad. Catskills Brad had 15 subscribers when we saw him last.
Good old Bob.
Catskills Brad has 21. So from 15 to 21, we did right here. You can see the Catskills fall foliage was 1 month ago. That was the video that we watched. So either some videos came back or something along those lines. So either there are subscribers that we actually highlighted that night. So that's a very feasible theory, is that they take them away for a couple of weeks. They run them through all their searches. They say, okay, yes, it was actually a person. It wasn't a robot, and they give them the views and the subscription back. I mean, that actually would make sense. I could see where they would want to see it, that it wasn't a bot.
We're getting somewhere, Bill.
So anyway, and last but not least, we have Mark R. White, who had 55 when we saw him last, when we began. And now, after 3 weeks to a month, 65. So 10 new. And you can see there's more activity here. We've got last 2 weeks. The last thing that I showed, remember, was the cool little protector and sun hood for the RC.
Yes.
And we watched that. That was a month ago. And okay, 2 weeks ago, we got a 6-second clip. Okay. Well, anyway. But yeah, so we gained 10 here.
Well, we better, because Mark's a big subscriber, a fan of this show and all the drone shows. So we owe Mark a bunch of subscribers.
Well, it's cool. That's what I'm trying to say. Now I'm like, I don't know. To me, it would seem logical that maybe they want to test, since everything happened on one night at one time.
Right.
YouTube wants to verify that they're not bots.
Yeah.
Okay. And once they verify.
Real quick, man at Droge UK, he said, okay, this show is too damn addictive, but he's got to go to bed. It's 3 a.m. his time.
All right. Well, you can catch the crazy replay if you want to, or you can come back and catch the show next week. Like I said,
we're so good. They're watching this at 3 a.m. in the morning. That says something, right?
Well, thank you for sticking with us this long. Like I said, what they said earlier was that this show could be funny, and I said, well, it's at least going to be strange. I can guarantee that part of it. Okay, so and since Ken brought it up earlier, it was kind of foreshadowing. He was talking about remote ID. Next week, we're gonna have Mike Wright on with us.
Oh, good.
Okay, and I want to talk about remote ID.
Yes.
Sub 249 grams. And if you need it, if you don't need it, the do's and don'ts, and how a CBO comes into play with all of this. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting because Mike brought up FRIAs, and I'm like, well, pretty much all of the FRIAs here, you got to belong to the damn club that owns them. You got to pay their dues, plus you got to pay the damn AMA dues. You got to do all that stuff just to belong to them, just to fly on those fields. Now there is one close to us over at Bothell that I do believe we can fly at that we don't have to be members of.
Really?
Yeah, so that is kind of cool. We've never flown over there. I do know that Don goes over there periodically, but I do believe Don might actually be a member over there. So, so that might be part of why Don goes over there to fly.
Okay.
But,
hey, Mark White says it's 2:59 where he is in England also. So we got some real loyal fans hanging in there for us.
Well, we appreciate it, and we're hoping that some of that actually stuck and actually makes sense, because I can see why they would say, hey, all these views came in at this one time on this one day, probably as a robot, probably a computer just trying to get some quick views in. So, because it's a long time that sometimes people view, right? Mm-hmm. So somebody like 16, 20 minutes. So they're going to say, okay, they're running it up because of da-da-da-da-da. So maybe, I don't know for sure. Maybe they kept none of our subscribers. But as you saw, when I checked out each one of those channels, I was still subscribed to each one. Each one of those channels went sub what their listed subscribers were within 2 weeks of us highlighting the channels. And now, after 3 weeks, they've gained. Each one of those channels has gained. So, was it us? I don't know.
I got to run too.
All right. We appreciate it, Chris.
Yeah.
You have a good
I got to run too, Bill.
All right. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's about 7 o'clock.
Good night, everybody in the chat. We'll see y'all somewhere.
Good
night, Chris. Good night, Ron.
Everybody.
Good night.
Good night to everybody.
Caleb and Angel.
In the chat. See you next week.
All right. See you next week. We're going to, like I said, we're going to have Mike on. We're going to be talking about CBOs. We're going to be talking about sub 249, and we're going to be talking about remote ID. So I really think that that's an interesting subject, because a lot of people, there's a lot of people saying, oh, well, I've got my Mini 3 Pro and I can just, but technically you just have to follow a CBO's guidelines. But I'm pretty sure that the FAA is going to make any CBO that's either been approved or going to be approved have pretty strict rules for anybody flying a drone. And just because right now, only 107 pilots that have sub 249 gram drones are the ones that have to use remote ID, don't mean that every recreational pilot's not going to have to do it too. Because if a CBO says you got to do it, then you got to do it. So that's what I expect to happen. I think every drone in the sky is going to have remote ID. I really think they're going to push us that way. That's just what I think. Oh, Mikey's going to bed. Thank you very much, sir. Yes, exactly. There you go. Put up stuff. Make yourself happy. If you want to go commercial, if you really want to do the YouTube thing, all the power, more power to you. But tell everybody, got Philly Drone Life. Philly Drone Life is the most. He'll tell anybody. He's like, I just want to be famous. I don't know how many times he has said that on his show. He just told everybody flat out, I need this. I want this. Buy my stuff. Watch my show. I need to be famous. I want to be famous. I want to be YouTube famous. He'll tell you. That's the way you should be. You can come out here and build a huge channel, but you need to tell everybody, hey, I want to make money. I want you to watch my channel. I want you to buy my merchandise. I want you to buy my products because I want your money. There's nothing wrong with that. Make it a commercial. Make everything you do a commercial. That's perfectly fine. But I don't think that you should. I can't put YouTube fame in front of my love of the community. I would much rather be able to do this hanging out with guys, bullshitting about drones, and stay obscure as hell. Do I want to be huge? Do I want to be Casey Neistat famous? Fuck yes. I do, but I'm probably way too lazy to ever be there. So, so
well, you're basically right with everything you were saying. You're basically right. I mean, the people that you're talking about, they're not part of the drone community, or at least they're not as much part of the drone community as they are the part of the business community that's trying to actually get there, because the drone community by and large is doing awesome. I am part of so many drone groups, and 98% of everything that goes through those is people helping each other and loving on it. So, I mean, it's not bad. It's just those people that are really trying to do that. And I mean, like my channel, our YouTube is mostly commercials and stuff like that. You want the stuff where I'm having fun? I post most of that on Vimeo because it'll play the 4K uncompressed. So if you go to Tesla's Drones Vimeo, that's where all of our FPV stuff is.
There was
Don't
something.
look at my channel.
What was the other channel? The other thing we were going to try out that I forgot to sign up for it, or was going to sign up.
Oh,
for
you
it.
sent it. Yeah, you sent it to me. I remember.
It's like the YouTube alternative that you can actually get a little bit more play out of right now, because it's not, I don't know, it's not as commercialized as YouTube right now, I guess. So like if somebody just searches drones, it's not going to be the ones like YouTube will push the ones with the most hits and the right keywords and all this shit. That's what you get. And there you just get whatever, you say drone videos for the last hour, and you literally get drone videos for the last hour or whatever, last day.
Yeah,
2 days.
we have to create a subscriber or creator account, right?
Yeah,
I think that's what we need to do it. Yeah, because I uploaded a video and then I was like,
oh, it's still private. It's still private. Oh shit! Now I've got to ask to be a partner. Okay.
I was like, what's
they're like,
going on
don't
here?
They approved. So anyway, but yeah, like I said, next week I would like to bring, because I know a lot of people think, oh, well, I got a sub 249 gram, I can just tell everybody kiss my ass. No, not really. I mean, you can fly in a FRIA if you're willing to pay. I thought in the FRIA, the fields that are pretty much owned by all of the damn drone clubs, right? You know what they're talking about? Like where you don't need remote ID. It's actually, remember they came up with it before, like for the older drones that wouldn't be remote ID capable and stuff, and you still wanted to fly, you could fly in it was kind of like a drone club who has like a big field, right? You can fly in their field without remote ID, but that's the only place you can fly is in that field. You can't come over here and it's like, oh, well, it's going to be a beautiful sunset 3 miles away. You can't do that because you don't have remote ID. So that's the other stipulation is, yes, you can fly in a FRIA, but look what you're stuck with. Because most of those AMA fields are out in the middle of like nowhere where there's not really scenic stuff anyway. It's like crappy fields that really don't do good for gardening. They can't really put cattle in it because it's too mushy. So they're just like, yeah, we'll let you have it for an AMA field. And you're like, and I got to pay $65 or $75 a month AMA dues plus whatever their dues are just to get into the damn field. And I'm like,
there's one of those on the south side of Issaquah that because my brother-in-law and sister live in Issaquah, and it was like it's on an old dump, and so I was like, so we're gonna go fly over a dump
and get cinematic footage.
Trees, and I'm like, oh, this is outstanding.
Maybe
I definitely
take
want
the
to
thermal over there and get vapor trails.
Exactly. I was gonna say that's where the thermal would come in handy.
Multiscopy heaven.
But anyway,
so one of the things for me, Bill, about the 250 gram stuff that I've always laughed at is everybody's like, I got to get under 250. I got to get under 250. 9/10 of the people that are going under 250 are home-built FPV drones, and their head's in a goggle, and they don't have visual line of sight the whole goddamn time anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like you're just trading one law for another anyways, so why do you even care that much? I mean, no, that's not really the right way to go, obviously, and eventually we will have to care. But for right now, everybody worrying about it so much, I'm like, you're not flying with a spotter anyways. What's the difference?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just, I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to think about it, but I personally think it's not going to, that 249 grams, even though the FAA is going to say, hey, if you're a recreational flyer, you don't have to register your drone. You don't have to have remote ID, but you do have to follow whatever. So we're all going to look to the most lenient CBO possible. That's going to be the one that we all follow. So that's the thing. that CBO has to give all their proposals to the FAA in order to be approved. So has anybody seen what the AMA's guidelines have officially going to be yet? Have they come out with what they're going to? Because I haven't heard.
They were in
I
the
haven't
process
heard.
of still doing it.
But I almost bet you they're going to say even below 249 is going to you need remote ID. I almost bet you it's going to be there. And I could be completely wrong.
I'm going to make one, the Church of Angel Planells, and we'll just fly all over the fucking place. Don't worry about it. We'll make it happen.
Oh, so we're going to create it.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, I was going to say we're going to create the Church of the Drone, the Church of the UAV.
Yeah,
okay,
it's in our commandments that we need to be able to see from the sky like an angel.
Hey, we're going to fucking make it so
we need to stop.
Everyone's setting up.
Stop. We're being bad. All right. So thank you, gentlemen. Like I said, we've already told everybody in the chat what next week's show is going to be about. Like I said, CBOs, sub 249, remote ID. Let's try to anybody and everybody that's got some information that would like to be on the show and be productive and maybe a little bit distractive, as long as it's not, aggressive distractive. You can be funny as hell and take the squirrel route. But, so anybody wants to be on and wants to talk about that subject matter for next week, please let me know. These gentlemen know, as always, they are more than welcome to come back because they're my local homies. So with that being said, I'm going to pass it around the room, let everybody say what's coming up with them, what's going on with them before we say our adieus. And I will begin with Caleb Droge. Whoops, what the hell did I do? Wrong way, this way.
Okay, put them off.
Hello, everybody. Tesla's Drones, Caleb here. We've been playing with the new Autel Thermal. We got asked to do 5 kilometers of the Spokane River with it, which is kind of fun. We're looking forward to that. Other than that, same thing as always. Lots of jobs, lots of work, lots of flying and having fun.
And now we're going to go to Angel.
Well, thanks for always having me back. It's always a pleasure to be here. I guess it was last weekend or 2 weekends ago. I flew some West Seattle stuff, so I'm putting out some videos. I will upload more to YouTube. I was sick last week, so I'm a bit slow. I got another video I need to put out, and I also got my videos from I got a lot of videos to put out. The problem for me is instead of going to study for the 107, I just like to fly. So I need to just do the 107 so I can do more things. But as always, thank you.
My biggest fear is I'm afraid that by the time they come with the finality of remote ID, I just get this weird feeling they're going to change 107. I got a feeling they're going to rework it too. And they're going to say, you know what? We need to do something with this. We need to fix this. We need to, and it's going to change all again. So I'm just like, I want to, once they lay down the final rule and say, this is it, this is what's going to happen, because we're like, okay, we're delaying here, we're changing this, we're rewriting this, we want to do it here. The CBO's got to be approved. We got till now to get the CBOs approved. I want one. Do I really need one? No, because I don't do enough stuff. I mean, to me, it would be like having a fucking commercial driver's license to drive an 18-wheeler, but driving it like once every 6 months. And I'm like, that's a lot of time and a lot of money. I guess I could. Anyway, and Caleb, tell Archer I wasn't trying to flip her out. I just thought it would be kind of funny. I actually sent her a message the other day. I said, "Oh, so since you're tan now, when do you want to come on the show?" And she just looked at it and didn't say anything. So I'm like, she's like, "Oh my God, he's still weird."
I think she was just getting back. No, she was actually going to be on tonight, and I think she just forgot.
Oh no, it's all good. It's all good. Tell her, but if she wants to come next week, that's cool too. Just let her know if y'all aren't too busy. So anyway, with that being said, I will tell everyone, please come back next week, bring friends, and subscribe. And don't forget to buy all my wonderful merchandise. Please, I'm begging you. Where's the outro? There it is. All right. So please come back and see us next week. CBOs, remote ID, sub 249 grams. Live long and prosper. We'll see you next.